Hi, how y'all doing today?
We're doing great, thanks.
All right, where are y'all from?
South Daytona.
Okay, and where are you staying tonight?
Staying at the Hard Rock.
What do you like about living in South Daytona, in Daytona Beach area?
We're close to the world famous beach. We're enjoying the driving along the beach, and we come here every weekend.
Were you aware that they've taken cars off the beach here in front of the Hard Rock?
No, I was not.
How does that affect your plans in the future about staying at the Hard Rock?
When I saw it last night when we came in, I was like, did they block the beach? And he was like, yeah, it looks like it. So had I known, we would not have stayed here.
Because we're boycotting the Hard Rock.
Because they've taken cars off the beach?
Most definitely.
Oh, okay. So how often do you come over to stay on the beach side?
Well, we usually, like on holidays, it was his birthday, so we came over. On my birthday, we come over. When their children come in, we come over because we all love the beach. I mean, my kids were raised here on the beach.
Yeah.
The pool is crowded with the umbrellas. I asked one of the room housekeepers, and they said they were full, but there's like the restaurant's empty, the lobby's empty.
No. I believe that it's just a fake answer, PR.
Fundamentally, we're a beach driving advocacy group. We're trying to protect the 100-year-old tradition of being able to drive on our beach and access the beach here using motor vehicles. Removal of cars from the beach is actually connected to a couple of ordinances that allow the county to remove cars from the beach in a 2-mile stretch here. The Hard Rock just happens to be the first hotel that met the criteria to have cars removed in front of them. What we think it does to the economy of Daytona Beach, it takes away one of the fundamental attractions that Daytona Beach has always been known for. We are the world's most famous beach. We are the world's most famous beach. And one of the fundamental reasons we were the world's most famous beach is because you could drive on the beach, park your car, unload your umbrella and your cooler and your chair, and have the convenience of having your automobile with you. That was one of the things that made us world famous. Now, I've lived in Daytona Beach for 68 years, and I worked on this beach back in the 60s when this beach was packed, crowded, and everybody drove on the beach. The tourists came from North Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia. They drove down here in their cars, and they drove on the beach in the evenings after the afternoon thunderstorms and just had a wonderful time just cruising the beach. What the county has done is they've systematically removed beach driving, and they've taken that enjoyment away from the people that live here, and I think it's really damaged our economy.
Okay.
Well, we're asking them to stop taking any further cars off the beach. Now, if we had our way, we would ask them to, in fact, restore beach driving to some of the areas that have been taken off. Now, a lot of the politicians will tell you that's not possible, but most politicians know that they can change a law as easily as a vote of the county council or the state legislature. So nothing is impossible in the world of politics. The Sons of the Beach have been around about 35 years. They were initially formed to help people access the beach freely like we had been doing for 100 years. In the mid-1980s, the county started imposing tolls. Different cities started imposing tolls in an attempt to collect revenue and make it more difficult for people to access the beach. That was the origins of Sons of the Beach. Since that time, the Sons of the Beach have been trying to stop the county from removing sections of beach driving. Now, there were sections of beach driving that we lost due to a turtle lawsuit. Those sections of beach will be very difficult to regain. However, there's been many miles of the beach that have been taken away from us since then. We would like to see those miles of beach reinstated. Because right now, if you look at those areas where there's cars removed from the beach, there's no one on the beach. It's not used. For instance, the Hard Rock here. If you come down here on a day, any day like today, and if we weren't here, if the Sons of the Beach weren't here, this area of the beach would be a third as full as other areas of the beach. So basically what the county has done is they've removed a section of beach where people can access the beach with their automobiles to limit the use of that beach by just a few people who are paying to stay here at the Hard Rock. The Sons of the Beach thinks that's wrong. The poles behind me are the second set of poles that have been put in here. The initial set were round and about 20 feet tall, and more importantly, they were too far apart. They're only supposed to be 110 feet apart. They were 430 feet apart. So they had to take those poles out, and they've replaced them with these poles that are behind me right now, these square rectangular poles. Now the poles are saturated with arsenic, and we have done tests on the arsenic, and it's off the charts with carcinogens. It's very dangerous. These poles and the material that's used to treat these poles have been banned by the EPA for like 10 years, and yet our county places them down here. You can hear the kids in the background playing. This same lumber has been removed from every playground in America because of the carcinogens in it. However, the Volusia County Council and our Volusia County manager thinks it's fine to place these on the beach here for our kids to play around. Well, Sons of the Beach, we have a website, and if you want to become a member of the Sons of the Beach and help us save beach driving, go to www.sonsofthebeach.org. You can click on a join button and you'll become a member of Sons of the Beach. Once you join us, you'll get periodic emails with updates. Updates, for instance, that will tell you about the lawsuit we're about ready to file. It will be filed this week against the Hard Rock. We do not believe that the Hard Rock complied with the ordinance. We don't think that they met all the qualifications that were necessary for them to have a car-free beach. And we intend to take them to court and prove that they didn't. I want to say thank you to everybody that came down here today and supported us in our protest sit-in here at the Hard Rock, protesting their theft of our beach. I want to let everybody know that we're going to be having a fundraiser next Sunday, June 17th, at Sunsetters Bar and Grill, right on Main Street, right on the foot of the Main Street Bridge, on the river. It starts at 1 o'clock. We'll be having lunch. There'll be all kinds of cool Sons of the Beach stuff, be live music. Come on out, let's have some fun, and thank you all for listening.